Okay, you're good. You're live.
Okay, great. We have two bills. We have Delegate Feldmark's bill. What's that bill number, Michelle?
House Bill 173.
So this is really, I just look at a technical fix to the formula for our community colleges, which include the change in personnel costs. It has no fiscal impact because the governor's already included that. DBM included that in their budgeting this year, despite it not being in the formula. So it's a good year to do this fix because it doesn't cost us anything. Any questions on that? All right, is there a motion?
Motion to move the bill favorably.
Second.
Okay, motion and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed, say no. All right, that bill passes. Michelle, we have the bill from last year, which is Delegate Solomon's bill. Delegate Solomon, you want to refresh us on what that bill does?
Sure. It's the school pedestrian safety plan. Just requires that school districts work with the state highway administration, their local departments of transportation, and the community in incorporating pedestrian safety into either construction plans for a new school or when there's an expansion of a school to more than 100 new spots.
Does it have the exemption that we provided for Delegate Beitzel and Delegate Grice for our rural communities?
Yep. Correct.
So just the same way it passed last year.
Yep.
What was the vote on this last year, Michelle?
It was 17-2. Delegates McKay and Mangione didn't vote for it.
Copy that.
Can you
All
tell
right.
me, I'm sorry, what the exemption is for rural communities? Because that was my concern too.
Sure. Yeah, it was actually it was something Delegate Quarterman and I, or now Senator Quarterman and I, worked on. For way of example, he was concerned that the county as a whole was sort of, there were a lot of, if you have an entire county that's rural and nobody's walking to school because everybody lives 5 or 10 miles away, there's no point in necessarily, the infrastructure is very different than it would be in Bethesda or in a Baltimore County, but in a place like Hagerstown, he was saying, well, the rest of the county may be rural, but Hagerstown has these issues. And so what we did was, I think the limit, without having the bill language in front of me, it's defined as urban towns within rural communities. So it's basically anything, I believe, 10,000 or more. So it would capture places like Hagerstown,
Cumberland,
Oxford, and a couple of other smaller cities within rural jurisdictions that might have pedestrian safety issues for their schools within those communities themselves.
And sorry, second question. What was the fiscal note on this? Is there one?
I don't believe, it might have been maybe one staff person at IAC to work on it, but let me pull the fiscal.
100,000 startup. What was it, Michelle? Anything or even?
The Transportation Trust Fund increases by 250,000, and the general fund is 93,000.
Okay, so the trust fund is just trust fund dollars. So the general fund would be what we're usually primarily concerned with here. Delegate Novotny, that's 93,000, probably for that staffer.
It is, yeah, it's for that staffer.
Okay, thank you for answering the questions.
Okay, good. So is there a motion on the bill?
Motion to move the bill favorably.
Second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second for favorable recommendation. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, any opposed, say no. All right, well, thank you very much, subcommittee. Good work. We're getting along here virtual. We're doing our best, but hope to see you guys soon.
Hey, actually, I did have one question. I don't know if this is going to be an issue for tomorrow.
Do we need to talk offline about this question?
Correct. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, we're live, so